Hey guys, I'm hearing a lot of positive chatter out there. Seriously, as y'all know, I spend a lot of waking moments researching and watching what's going on in the market, especially with MMTLP lately. And first of all, the dates and the extra fees that some of these brokerages are trying to charge you are illegal. They're against the S1 that was put out there that said there would be no additional fees, that this was all a part of the that it would be transferred to AST, that we would get our shares, yada yada. A lot of you have held out and not paid those fees. And well, first of all, let me say this is not financial advice. I'm gonna give a lot of theory and rumors here. All right, so none of this is fact, so to speak. I have to say that just in case, because how many times have they screwed us, or been screwing around with us? Long story short is that there's a good chance that FINRA might be putting out a corporate action notice very soon that will open up trading. And the reasoning for that is, as it's become more than obvious to most of us, if they had the shares, then they could have just transferred us to AST, and there was only 165 million shares out there. It would have been done by now. I mean, we're living in a world, in an age where if I order something from DoorDash, they have my money within seconds. Granted, if I now need a refund, they'll take a week to give it back to you, but isn't that the way it always works? For some reason, it's really easy to take my money within seconds, but it just takes a long time to figure out how to give me back my money. I'm very proud of everyone that's been sticking with this, that's been calling FINRA, that's been calling the brokers, that hasn't let this go away or fade away into the night. A lot of positive information out there. There's brokers that are talking to other brokers that are now talking to their friends, because you know how that works. It doesn't matter how many brokers are under their own NDAs or corporate whatever, and a lot of times they'll talk to their friends or they'll say things without saying things. And it looks to me as if a lot of these brokers are getting ready for something to happen here real soon. One of the rumors says that they're going to wait until bonuses come out, and it will be near the end of January, beginning of February when this happens. But there's a lot of us that don't think that that's going to be the case at all. As a matter of fact, with all the meetings and everything that's been going on lately, it's very possible it could be happening, well, today's Friday, so, Monday, Tuesday, or sometime next week. Don't get too excited, because we've been let down many times before. But again, with the rumors and all the chatter that's going out there and people talking that probably shouldn't be talking, there is a good chance that the only way FINRA gets out of this is by opening up the market. This probably ain't going to make a lot of their friends happy, but I don't think that at this point they're going to have too much choice here. And it goes way beyond lawsuits. We're talking about jail time for a lot of people. If this doesn't rectify itself in a proper way. There's a lot of people that are have decided that they're going to get sucked into this whole criminal aspect of things, because there's a lot of people that knew a lot of things that kept their mouths shut when they are required to report things like that. And then you also have a lot of people that have been looking into whistleblower programs and stuff like that have information that are afraid to give out information. But what's coming out is really good. A really good chance that there's going to be some kind of a gray market or a negotiation period. And they're going to have to pay whatever we tell them they have to pay until they're down to 165 million shares, and they can actually give those 165 million shares to, investors. Every other share out there, it's pretty much sky's the limit. Again, we've gone over negotiation techniques before. If you're getting a private call, don't sell short. I'm saying that at this point, if you sell your shares at $100 a share, you're silly. They're going to try starting a lot lower than that. Your shares are worth a whole lot more than that. I mean, I've again, was saying that when people were talking 1,000 a share, I thought that was ridiculous. And now, if you watched one of my last videos, you'd see where I said, no, that's actually realistic, I think, but 10,000 a share that people are talking about is crazy. I don't know now. I don't know how far I could personally hold out. You know, once you're talking about some real money here that could be life-changing. But there is going to be a frenzy. A lot of these brokers that had NA as far as showing the value on these, well, they're not shares. You know, they're placeholders. A lot of these companies or brokers that were showing all these NAs for their placeholders are now starting to put money values on them. I mean, and some are no money value. Like they went from NA to double zeros, but all of a sudden they're showing 00. I think mine and most people's Fidelity accounts have said since the beginning 0.000 something, like 7, I don't know, whatever. But that's going to change the second the market opens up. It's going to have an actual value there. And whatever value they start at, if you were to put in a sell order, there's a good chance that they'll pay more than that. Because it'll be a bidding war on just trying to get any of those shares as cheap as possible. They have created their own, what's going to be a frenzy here. And I think those that wait out long enough are going to benefit highly. You know, there's a chance you could wait out too long and only get an expert share that'll probably be worth, I don't know, they're saying 50 to 80. I think about $130 a share, especially with the price of gas that keeps going up, and it's going to continue to go up. Lot of exciting news here. Granted, it's all just rumor and talk and all this stuff right now, but I haven't heard anything up until just the last day or two that led me to believe that anyone's doing anything. And that's why I think one of my last videos was telling everybody, hey, start making some phone calls. Start calling your news channels. And you probably should still be doing that now. Because the more noise that we make, the better chance that this is going to pan out for us. Brokers are actually saying and admitting, without admitting, which we just went over, that the shorts have to cover. The ball is kind of in our court now. There's going to be so much money out there paid to us that it's going to change most of our lives. It has to happen. It's just a matter of when. The dam has to break at some point. As someone just said, I heard on a video somewhere. I like that analogy. We already covered the market makers are going to create their own frenzy.